Once upon a time, in a faraway place, there lived a beautiful and kind-hearted girl named Cinderella. Cinderella lost her mother to illness and lived with the new family her father brought home. However, Cinderella was forced to do harsh chores by her new stepmother and was bullied by her two stepsisters. One day, the king announced that a ball would be held to choose a bride for the prince and Cinderella's stepmother, and her two stepsisters were invited to attend. However, Cinderella was not allowed to go to the ball by her stepmother, and she was very sad. The stepmother and the wicked stepsisters dressed up and went to the castle. At that moment, a fairy godmother appeared and transformed Cinderella into a beautiful princess, providing her with a pumpkin carriage. However, she was told that the magic would only last until midnight. Cinderella got into the pumpkin carriage and headed to the castle. Cinderella attended the ball and danced happily with the prince. But soon, the time the magician had mentioned midnight arrived. As Cinderella hurried to leave, she accidentally left one of her glass slippers on the stairs. The prince issued an order to find the woman from the ball, declaring that he would marry the one whose foot fit the glass slipper perfectly. He had every noblewoman try on the slipper, but it fit none of them. Finally, the prince arrived at Cinderella's house. Her stepsisters tried to force their feet into the slipper, but it was no use. Then Cinderella quietly appeared and asked the prince, "May I try it on?" To everyone's astonishment, the slipper fit her perfectly, as if it had been made for her. The prince was certain that Cinderella was the woman. He had been searching for and decided to make her his bride. The two headed to the castle, Cinderella was warmly welcomed and a grand wedding was held. The prince and Cinderella cherished each other and lived happily ever after.